It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, guys. It's your boy Yogi Benji, and we are back with another Save Our Youth podcast. And I'm gonna just get right into it today, guys. It's time to draw the line, guys. And by draw the line, I mean it's time to draw the line with your dreams. It's time to draw the line with your learning. It's time to draw the line with your elevation. It's time to draw the line with your parenting. It's time to draw the line, guys. And I'm gonna explain when I say draw the line. I mean go outside, get you a stick, and make you a line and say, my goals, my dreams, what I want to be is on this side. All the other stuff is on this side. And it's time for you to decide what side you are on. Like I tell kids each and every day, you're 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You have kids that act a certain way around a certain person and then get around someone else and act like they don't have any sense. And it's like you have to draw that line. You have to say, okay, either I'm going to get myself together and do right, or I'm going to keep being an idiot. You know, and even with adults, it's time to draw that line as far as your dreams. A lot of us sit back and don't do dreams because this person might say something or that person might feel a type of way or something like that. It's time to draw the line. You have to tell those people, look, this is what I'm doing because this is what I want to be. And this is where I want to be at in life. And if you're not with this, we're not enemies. But I just don't have time for what you're on right now because I'm on me. And me is important. You know, and it's just time to draw that line, guys. Like a lot of us play around, like a lot of us could be great one day. We know how to be great. We know how to elevate, but we play around with it. We waste time. We do things that don't even matter. We talk to people that don't even matter. Like a lot of us have people in our lives right now that you could literally waste time with. Like, and by waste time, I mean, we get nowhere. If we talk on the phone for an hour, I gain no information. If we go hang out, we're probably at a bar. I'm not gaining anything from you. And like I say, guys, it's time to draw the line. It's time for you to tell your friends, tell your parents, hey, this is where I want to be and this is what I'm doing. And either you with me or you're not. And I'm not saying that you're against me if you're not with me. I just can't focus on what you want. you know, and I just feel like it's time, guys, because I look out in the world and I just say the world is so screwed up right now. Like everything is so out of whack and everything has been out of whack. But it's like, it's just in your face now, and it's like you have to be one of those people. Like I say, you have to draw the line. You have to be one of those people that say, okay, either I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch this stuff happen, or I'm going to get up and I'm going to do something about it. A lot of us look at the generation and look at the youth and say, oh my gosh, those kids are so crazy. But then we feed into the craziness. No one is saying, hey, let me try something different. Let me raise my child different to stop this madness. And then we have a nerve to say generational curses. I don't think it's a generational curse. I think it's generational habits, and I think we were raised a certain way, so we're going to raise our kids a certain way. And then if we're in society, we have the way that society want us to raise our kids too. So then you're trapped in your traditional way. Then you're trapped in this, I'm going to do my own thing way. And then you're trapped into society way as well. And then you have your child, they're lost. They don't know which way to go either. And then the parent is not even investing the time into the child. And then they wonder, what is wrong with my child? And I just say, guys, it's time to draw the line, even as parents. Like, we have to say, okay, I'm going to get myself together and actually get yourself together. Don't be out in the bar celebrating nothing, like, I don't want to say it like that. I mean, but I'm serious, guys. Like, this is just crazy. Like the way that things are going, and I deal with so many children, like each and every day. But it's like the way that things are going and the way that things are, it's just ridiculous, guys. It's time to draw the line. Like, seriously, tell your friends right now, look, this is what I'm doing, friend. And are you with me or are you against me? Not necessarily saying you're against me as in you're an enemy, But I need to focus on this real quick. I'm going to get back to you in a minute, you know, and it's time, guys. I can't say that enough. I probably said it 20 times, but it's time. It is time. It is time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Like, we have to stop waiting for life to happen or waiting for things to happen. A lot of us just sit back thinking things are just gonna like fall into our lap, or we sit around and we pray all day. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with prayer. Please pray, yes, but you have to do the work as well. You can't just pray and just sit down all day. Like, it just doesn't work like that. I don't want anyone to get it twisted, because I feel like I'm here for the youth. And youth, I do not want y'all to get it twisted. Like, don't think this artificial world is what it is. Like, seriously, guys, find yourself. Start trying to find yourself now. Start eliminating those friends that mean absolutely nothing, that serves no purpose. You need to do a friend check. Ask your friends, what is it that you want to be? Do you have any dreams? What do you want to like, what kind of lifestyle you want to live when you get older? Like, do a friend test. I think I'm gonna do a video on that. We're gonna do a friend test. You have to test your friends, guys, because, and parents too, start watching the people that your kids are hanging with, man, because the influence, I think children are more influenced by friends than what they even are about parents, honestly, like, to a certain extent. Like, you have to like really watch what's going on in your child's life, man, because your child could get swooped up and chewed up and spit out just like that. I'm talking about you like, for real deal, go to work and come home 3 times and your child is a completely different person. So it's like, it's time to draw the line, guys. I got to get back to that point. It is just time to draw the line. I love you guys, and I don't want anything. I don't want you guys to get chewed up and spit out. So like, I'm talking to the youth, but I'm also talking to the parents, because they can't do it without you. Talking back to the neighbors. Like, I feel like we have to get back in that generation to where it's a village raising the child again. Because, we to the point now to where no one can say anything to the child almost. Like, everyone is doing the worst thing ever if they tell your child that was wrong. So we have to get back into that generation of holding each other accountable. Like, if you have a friend and you see that she's raising, like, the things that she doing is just not, like, no, you need to say something. I feel like even with kids, like, I feel like if we see children acting out, I don't think you should jerk them up by their shirt or anything like that, but I feel like you should let them know, like, hey, that's not how we carry ourselves, especially a young man. Like, hey, young man, that's not how you carry yourself, A lot of children nowadays, I don't really know what their response will be, but I just feel like if you see something, say something. We have to get back to that way of life, like a community. Like, we have to get back to the save our community. Just thought about that. But we have to get back to being a community, man. Everyone looking out for everyone. It's like a dog eat dog world, And as far as us go, we need to start looking out for each other. Like, especially as raising these kids, man. You can't do it on your own. Trust me. Like, you cannot do it on your own. It takes a village. And I'm not saying just anybody need to come in don't just invite anyone in your village. You need to do a village check too. See who all in your village, and let's see if we all working on the same thing, working towards the same goal. If we all have the same morals and values, because if I'm doing it this way and you doing it that way, hey, we got something to talk about, so you need to do a village check too. See who all in your village, man. Check on your people. Make sure we all have the same goal in mind. Like, make sure we all have the same destination. We could take a bus, a train, a car, a plane, however we're going to get there, but make sure we are all going to the same destination at the end of the day, and like I said, but that starts with drawing that line. You have to draw that line within yourself. If you are that one in your family, you have to draw that line and say, okay, family, this is it. If you're that parent, you have to draw that line with that child. Hey, this is it. And you have to keep that same energy. I know as parents, a lot of us, we get exhausted. Some days be better than others, but we have to keep that same energy, because if you let the little one slide, he will slide. She will slide. So we have to start holding everyone accountable, man. Like, even the kids, like, man, that accountability goes so deep, guys. It's like, man, it's crazy. Like, that accountability, even when a child does something wrong, you have to hold that child accountable to that. Like, don't yell at it, yeah, but let them know, like, now, that wasn't right. You have some kids that don't, even adults, man. Some adults have a problem with accountability. It's adults right now that's holding on to things that they did. Like, this was your fault. Like, you were wrong for this. But your ego is keeping you from even saying that you're wrong. And that's another thing that we have to get to. But that's another episode, guys. That ego is something, man. Like, that ego, boy, that ego will make you do things and say things that you never thought you would have done or have said, and you have to know how to control that too. Like, you have to know how to control your emotions. You have to know how to just control self. Like, oh man, guys, I can go on and on and on about this, but I'm just trying to stick to the topic. The topic is drawing that line, guys. We have to draw that line. And you have to say, I'm going to be the best version I'm going to be today, every day. And this has to be done. And if these people are not with me, forget them. Then you have to say, all that junk and stupid stuff, that is on this side. And I'm not going over there on this side. I was reading in the Bible. I don't know the quote. I mean, the verse, word from word. But I am going to paraphrase. It says something about, like, okay, if you know better, you'll do better. Basically, that's what it said. I can't quite remember everything it said, but it said, if you know better, you will do better. And those that don't do better when you know better, those are the worst people. Once you know better and you still don't do better, boy, they got a special place in hell for you. And I'm talking about, that goes by everything. Once you know better, you have to do better, guys. Like, that, I'm telling you, I'm going to find that verse and I'm going to post it, but I'm going to get the actual verse. But long story short, my words to you guys, so you guys can understand what I'm saying, is, if you know better, you do better. And if you don't do better, it is a special place for people like you. Put it like that. Yeah, man. Seriously, guys, we got to draw that line, man. It's crazy out here right now, man. The kids are not kidding. The parents are not parenting. The teachers are not teaching. The community is not commuting or unitying, if that's a word. Everything is in shambles, guys. The family is not familying. Like, everything is out of whack. And it's time for us to get that stuff back together, man, because the system is set up. And it's like we're feeding our kids to the system. Like, we're just, here you go, here you go, here you go. And a lot of us think if we get our children to 18 and he's living and he's breathing, then, we did the best we could. Like, no, we could have done better. Well, we can do better. I'm not saying, like, the ones in the past and whatnot and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the ones now. We can do better, guys. We can do so much better. We are living in a completely different times with completely different resources, with completely different knowledge. Like, seriously. So we need to do better, guys. But that goes back to what I was saying. We have to draw that line. You have to draw that line and say, okay, I'm going to do better. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to do better, be better, see better, look better, walk better, talk better, smell better, make better choices, think better, eat better. It's discipline, but it's drawing that line and saying, I'm going to do this and I'm done with that. So Ask yourself tonight, guys. What side are you on? Are you on the get better and be the best I can be side? Or are you going to hang out on the failure side? Let me fail myself and blame everybody else for my failures. Are you on the I am going to be this because I see myself here side? I'm going to accomplish my goals? Or are you on the I'm going to think about what everyone else says and be nothing? Because they're going to talk about you if you're something, and they're going to talk about you if you're nothing. So you might as well go try to be something. And that's all I'm saying, guys. Yogi Benji, baby. Draw the line. We're out.